Hey budget gardeners, Vita Loca here. Join me today as I talk about pruning your peonies in the fall. So let's go. Peonies are hardy here where I live in New Hampshire Zone 5B. I have them in a few places in my yard. One area is up along what I call the long border. They look so pretty when they're blooming there during the early spring months. I also have another patch of peonies in what I call my side walkway garden. They also look very pretty there. They add that nice pop of color. And then the next biggest area where I have peonies is in my backyard. It's in an area that doesn't get that much sun, so the peonies don't thrive there. I will be moving those peonies later this season, so be on the lookout for that video. This video is going to focus on herbaceous peonies. Herbaceous perennials are perennials that die down to the ground each fall or winter, and then they emerge from the ground during the spring months. That includes your Ito peonies. If you have a tree peony, then you don't want to follow the process of cutting it back during the fall months. It's a totally different process. The best time to cut back your peonies is in the fall, and you want to wait until a frost has hit the peony plants. However, if your plants are looking very weary, diseased, they are full of powdery mildew, you don't need to wait for a frost. You can go ahead and start cutting them back now. In fact, it's important to cut them back and get rid of all those leaves. You don't want the leaves sitting on the ground because it can spread disease to other plants in the area. In order to cut back your peonies, you want to use something like hand pruners or hand shears. Make sure you're sterilizing those in between peony plants. There are a lot of different things you can use to sterilize your pruners. I like to use something like rubbing alcohol or hydrogen peroxide. You can even use something like bleach, and you would want to dilute your solution of bleach with 1 part bleach to 9 parts of water. You can either dip your cutting tool in that solution that you choose, or you can take something like a towel or a rag, pour some of the solution on there and wipe down your cutting tool. You want to cut down your peony almost all the way down to ground level. You can leave about 1 inch above ground level if you choose. It's up to you. Just make sure with the leaves that you cut back that you're disposing of them. I like to just put them in a trash bag. You definitely don't want to put them in your compost pile because you don't want to spread any sort of disease. And then remember, sterilize and disinfect your cutting tools before you go to your next peony plant. And that's all there is when it comes to taking care of your peonies in the fall time. Remember, fall is also a great time to be dividing your peony plants. And don't forget to check out the video that I made showing you my process for doing that. If you have any questions or comments, please drop them down below. And until the next video, make it a great day with gardening.